Welcome back, everyone. I'm here again with SBR contributor Jordan Sharp, and today we're going to be talking about how the odds have been acting up between the game and the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. How you doing today, Jordan?
I'm doing great, Dax. Thanks for having me back.
It's always a pleasure, my man. All right, so here's an interesting matchup. Bookies actually open up this line at -3.5 in favor of the Dolphins. And that was quickly bet up all the way up to -5.5. But then the line started to cool down a little bit when the news of Charles might actually be able to play in this game came up on Thursday when they saw him back at practice. And now it started to settle at -3.5 over at pinnaclesports.com. Now I'm thinking that we may see that line drop all the way down to -3, but that's my opinion. What do you think about this one, man?
I think your sentiment's probably pretty right on. I'll digress here for a second for us for just a second. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are a lot better than what they've shown here the last couple of weeks. But they're like that girlfriend that you think you don't want to be with anymore, but that you just want to give them one more chance. You know, Kansas City is kind of like that this year. They're that team that I think everybody realizes that are still a pretty solid football team, especially if Jamal Charles is able to come back for this game. I think the Dolphins, even though they aren't home, probably not as good of a bet as definitely they were probably not a great bet anyways, even at from 3.5 to 5. I'm not trusting the Dolphins. And if you look at the consensus data, I think the Sharps agree with me on this one. A lot more money coming in on Kansas City and a lot more big bets coming in on Kansas City in this game. I'm just not ready to write them off. I'm still willing to give them one more chance. I think you're right. I think people agree with me. I think you're going to see the big money come in more on Kansas City. And if this line does in fact move down up to 3 where it's currently at right now. Also, currently a couple books still have it at 4 as well. I think that's an excellent value on Kansas City, by the way. I think you will see it move down to 3 points, but it will, I think, need some more money to come in on Kansas City before that happens. But like I said, there is already still about 3/4 of the money currently being wagered on this game going in on Kansas City, so that could be a very good environment for this line to move down to -3 in favor of the Dolphins here. So it wouldn't surprise me at all. In fact, if I will have to say, I think it probably will move down another half point before kickoff.
Yeah, no, I have to agree, definitely. And especially, you know, Jamal Charles, he's a completely game changer in this case. The only thing that actually worries me about him right now is if he's going to be able to play the full 4 quarters, you know, because if he gets injured again, that's going to change the whole game completely, and we might even see an upset again for Kansas City. But anyways, Jordan, my man, as always, it's a pleasure to talk football with you, and we'll talk some more next week.
All right, Dax, thanks.
No problem. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.